Hi, I'm Rosemary from Twin Flame Healing. Today I want to talk about triggers. Our twin flame is there to weed out every possible low frequency from our being, and we are there to do the same for them. The twin flame connection, which I've said before, is one of a very high frequency. So these lower frequencies can't work for you to connect to be in union. You've got to get rid of all the shit, for lack of a better word. So this being said, our twin triggers us over and over and over and over again. And it is painful. It makes you want to run away from your twin a lot. It makes you want to totally avoid all of it. Or it makes you want to blame them, which is another thing which we can't do. Because remember, they're just doing their job perfectly if we are having a reaction that is not one of, oh, I love you and rainbows and butterflies. If we are having a reaction of, I don't want to see this person right now, I just wish they'd get out of my face and I wish they weren't in my life, that's a good reaction. It means you're being triggered in the right way. Okay. So, triggers are reactions that we have, and generally, and I can honestly say this, and I almost think it's not even general, I think it's like absolute, but see what resonates in your soul. It's never about your twin. Your twin, I believe, doesn't have any past karma, but they do know how to perfectly trigger all of our past wounds. So we don't have history with our twins, so it's never their fault, ever. It's always our own shit which they are uncovering. The longer we take to accept that we have things to heal, the longer we'll take to be in harmony or union with our twin. So it's really important to take responsibility and stop blaming your twin. If you're not with your twin, if you're not in union with your twin, you have as much work to do as your twin. That is fact. It can be no other way. I find parts in me that I didn't even know could exist that still needed to be weeded out. So anytime your ego tells you that it's your twin, ask the universe and your guides to show you how it's you. Because there is more. You're not ready if your twin is not ready, and your twin is not ready, you're not ready. It's fact. You are mirrors to one another. So these triggers are hugest blessings. They don't feel like it. They feel like shit. And honestly, sometimes when it gets too overwhelming, I'm like, cut the cord. Just get away from me. I didn't sign up for this. I'm sure the universe drugged me when they got a yes out of me in the beginning of time. I am no twin flame. Okay, that's when you know you're running from yourself and you're not wanting to look at your pain. So instead, ask, what is my lesson? What is my trigger? Where is my past pain? How can I release this? And then you get through to the other side a whole lot quicker. Triggers are amazing gifts. And triggers are anything that you're blaming your twin for. Have a look inside yourself or where that goes. So quite often, my twin will say something like so innocently, and then I've had moments where like, listen, sorry, I'm not going to hear from you, or you're not going to hear from me for a couple of days because I'm processing something. He will trigger with the tiniest little comments, and it will take me down a wormhole of my life, like down to childhood and siblings and parents and past relationships, you name it, and it will worm me into everything. I'll sit there, and if I allow myself to go there, oh my God, I need to sit in my room and I just need to cry for all the memories and all the pain that comes up, and I'm like, oh, I'm so grateful to my twin for bringing this all out in me. But that is what triggers are. So they're there to take you down the wormhole to your pain. And the deeper you go, the more freedom you have. So I have come to learn, like I say, that I've got like way deep programming and belief systems down there that can be shifted still. And I completely have so much gratitude to my twin for being the one who reads the stuff out of me, because I will never get freedom from within if it wasn't for the job that he does. And just remember, we're doing the same job for them if and when they allow it. But that's the universe's problem, not ours. We just got to deal with our stuff. So triggers are good. Triggers are useful. Triggers are healing. Triggers are growth. Triggers are, if you go through them, a step closer to union with your twin or harmony with your twin. So embrace the triggers. Be grateful for the triggers. Ask for the lessons. Ask for the lessons super quick and take the release. Because being a twin flame, we get a release, which most people, I don't think they get it like we do, because the frequencies need to move out. We actually release those frequencies. We don't just carry them on and on and on in a loop. If we are willing to look at it, it lets go, which is a huge blessing. So good luck with that, with releasing triggers. And rah to all the warriors out there who are releasing and letting go of their stuff. Sending all huge love.